What's going on, everybody? Steve here, Raiken Profit over at RaikenProfit.com. Coming back to you with another live video. I'm here with my good friend, Brandon.
What's going on, guys? How you doing?
You might know Brandon because he's been in a couple videos of mine. How many videos have you been in? Just one, or was it more than one?
One where it was just like you and I out thrifting and whatnot, and then a couple cameos.
Yeah. I remember one where like you're in my car and I was wearing this big bulky vest.
That's the first
one.
Was
that the first one? Yeah. And I like did all this crazy editing and stuff. But This is Brandon Farr. He lives locally to me. His family actually owns a what is it, a bicycle shop?
It's a sporting goods store.
Sporting goods store, which is called Farr's, which if any of you guys are in the area, that's his family operated business. And he's actually working there right now too, which is cool. So he works a job, family business. He also is a collector of toys, a reseller of toys. And it was pretty cool because you told me you've been a collector for what, about 25 years now?
Dude, essentially, thanks to my mom, she was cool. Not only did she save all of our toys from when we were a kid, but she's the kind of person, she would flatten out the boxes and keep the boxes in the attic. And so really, I still have my original toys, and it just grew from there.
That's cool. And you've been reselling toys for about 12 years as well.
Yeah. So I figured if I'm going to be buying all these toys, why not buy bigger lots, keep a few items for myself, and then sell some and use those funds to continue the hobby.
So before we jump into the show, and we're going to be talking about and sharing like behind us, you guys might be able to see, we've got a bunch of high profit toys, items that you can actually find. Some are going to be a little more rare. Some might be a little more common. We're going to share everything with you guys, but we're going to share with you a bunch of toys that Brandon's found at either thrift stores or maybe garage sales, Facebook Marketplace.
Exactly. All of the above.
I think one or two was like passed down, right, from your grandfather's old thrift store. But we're going to be sharing with you guys these items that you could go out and look for to make money. Because I know a lot of you guys are trying to either quit your 9-to-5, or you're trying to build an income stream, or you're trying to earn a couple $100s. And everyone's trying to always figure out, like, what should I buy and sell? Should I sell clothing or shoes or
a lot of choices,
electronics, toys? Why would you say, Brandon, because I know you've resold a bunch of different items over the years.
Right.
What do you like most about toys outside of your passion for them?
Man, who doesn't love toys? Honestly, it brings you right back to your childhood. So people become really emotionally attached. You find this stuff out in the wild that maybe someone hasn't seen in 10, 20, even 30 years that they had as a kid. And they'll be scrolling through eBay, not even looking for that specific item, but it'll set it off in their mind like, wow, that brings me right back to when I was a kid. I haven't seen that in so long. It'd be so cool to have that displayed in my office on a shelf. So it's really cool. You get a cool draw of people.
You know, another great thing I love about toys, and Vinny was talking about this, and I was like, wow, that's a good point. Children love toys, and parents want to make their children happy. So what happens when a child wants a toy that maybe costs 50 or 60 or 70 bucks, and Toys R Us, or now they're probably going on Amazon to get it?
That's right.
That kid's not going to stop crying. That kid, you are going to break his heart.
It is true.
You're going to break that kid's heart if you don't get the toy. In today's economy, some people are struggling to pay their bills. They're not, they don't have as much disposable income. So they're going on places like eBay. They're going on places like Amazon.
That's true.
To the used market, Craigslist, Facebook Marketplace, to find toys.
Toys
are in big demand. You know what I mean? And especially with like it being nostalgic and people are passionate about it. And when you go back to your childhood, people are willing to pay up for these toys.
They are. And especially this time of year, you got the holidays coming. So that just brings up the profits even more.
Exactly. So we're going to share a bunch of items with you guys. Let's shout some people out. Do you want to shout a couple people out and let us know who you see in the comments right now?
Got here. We got Milko Nunez saying hi, Steve.
What's up, Milko?
Del McNess, good evening. How you doing? Let's see.
We got Matthew B saying, finally caught you live, reseller clothing reseller in North Carolina.
There you go. Okay, so trying to broaden the horizons.
Didn't you go to North Carolina recently, or was that somebody else?
Not I, no.
No, that was Los Angeles.
Yeah, I did go there, but it's been a little while.
We got Jasmina in the house saying hello. KY Derby Thrifter saying hello. We got Gene. Let us know in the comments where you are all from. We're in Connecticut right now. Ice cold Connecticut. Let us know where in the country are you tuning in. We got the Garbage Monster. What do you think about that name?
The Garbage Monster, huh? Like
you would
Oscar
not
the
want to go.
Grouch?
Yeah, you would not want to go head to head in a Savers thrift store with the Garbage Monster. I
No,
wouldn't.
I sure as hell wouldn't.
He says, he or she says, I bought a few elves from Santa himself who are currently in my basement making Legos.
I wish I had a couple. I could use quite a few elves to go through all the stuff I have.
We got James from Buffalo, Anna's Cottage.
England, huh?
We have England in the house.
in
What
the
time
house.
do you think it is in the UK?
I have no idea.
I'm going to say it's like literally probably early morning, maybe, possibly. Christmas Steve. That is a great name. From Chicago, Patrick from Poconos, PA. There's actually a really nice hotel that I was looking at visiting in the Poconos.
In the Poconos, yeah, it's a nice area for sure.
We got Gene from Cali, Donna saying, I stood in line from 4 a.m. until Toys R Us opened up when the first Nintendo 64 launched. Froze my arse off, but snagged one for my kids. Still have it to this day.
That is awesome. I actually got Nintendo 64 Christmas of 1998 from my grandparents.
Wow.
And I still have it in the original box, everything.
Have you ever stood in line at a GameStop or at a Best Buy or at any store, Toys R Us, to find a specific toy or to source a toy first?
I actually have not.
Really?
I went out one Black Friday. I went to Best Buy, and that was to get a laptop. Other than that, I have not.
Because you seem like the type of guy who would do that because you're just so passionate about it. You're like, I got to have this Mario game or the Zelda or whatever.
I mean, no, surprisingly, I have not done that. More recently with new releases, like last year at Toys R Us, what are those things that were super popular? The little
fingerlings?
Yeah, fingerlings.
Yeah.
So those were selling like crazy.
Oh, yeah.
But I just happened to be lucky enough to walk in Toys R Us like 2 hours after they opened, and they literally had 3 shopping carts full of them right by the front door.
Wow.
So no, I've gotten very lucky, but I've not purposefully stood out there for hours waiting.
That's awesome. We got the Bronx, New York in the house. Illinois, Red the Lonely Reseller. Good to see you. Thrift Store Gold, beginner at thrifting and just wanting to learn more. Well, I tell you, you are at the right place because we're going to show you some items firsthand that you could go out and thrift. And also want to let you guys know as well, this is kind of just off the top, but what do you think about us maybe giving away a free guide?
I think that would be a great idea. I have gone over the guide you sent me. It is especially for someone just getting into the game. It's in layman's terms, very easy to understand, super informational, and it'll be a huge help to any of you guys watching who are really serious about getting into toys.
Yeah, so I actually sent him a complimentary guide. I was supposed to send it a week ago, but it was a little late. So I sent it like a couple days ago because I wanted to get his feedback. Yeah, I mean, if you're a beginner intermediate, definitely check it out. It's called Toy Brand Profits. It is I believe the first link in the description, but this is what I want you guys to do. I want you to smash that like button because if we hit 100 likes, I'm giving away one guide. If we hit 200 likes, I'm giving away 2. So smash that like button and leave a comment and you'll be entered in. Probably about towards the end of the show, I'll give it away. And if you already purchased it, right? If you want to purchase it now and you're like, I can't wait, just purchase it. If you win, I'll refund your order. So
you got people, free guide, please. The toy guide is great. Awesome.
Yeah, Lisa, I saw your order come through. Hopefully you're enjoying it. Let the people in the comments know what your experience has been, good or bad. Caper Sports says, thanks for the tip in the recent video when you and Valley Pickers found the Xbox NCAA 14 game. Yeah, that game's been selling really well.
Yeah, it's crazy.
What about Xbox? It used to sell a lot better. The MLB, the left-handed pitcher from the Cardinals. What was his name? I don't know what his name was, but that game went down in value like crazy.
Yes,
I used to flip that game for like $70 on Amazon. It's down to like $14. I sent one in the other day. Yeah, I got trashed. But I think NCAA is still holding its value.
It is, yeah. I forget why. It's like the last. Is it the last?
I think so.
College release or something like that. I don't remember.
Exactly. So we got 125 people in the house right now.
Here we go. Maybe we should start with that. Found vintage G.I. Joe after reading the guide.
Wow. So, I'm going to read the comment that I received. I don't know if it was the same one. The one that I read to you earlier, it was from a guy who actually just purchased the guide. I'm going to read the message. Oh, it's right here from Brian Woodyard. So Brian, if you're in the comments right now, say hello. I don't know if you guys can see that or not, but I'll read the comment. Brian says, bought the toy guide and thanks for the tips. Was very helpful. I actually picked up 4 of the 1982 wrestling figurines last week for $1 and sold them for 60 plus shipping. And the funny thing is, I was at Savers the other day and I found a whole bunch of them. And he showed up and he's like, what the heck are you doing in the toy section, Steve?
Yeah, I told him to get out of my section because he's usually in the clothes and whatnot.
And the line was huge, so I left them all behind. And Vinny, I told him about it. He's like, oh, I'm not going to get them. We're supposed to meet up to go bowling about, I don't know, at like 8 o'clock. He shows up an hour late. I'm like, Vinny, where were you? And his girlfriend's like, he went to Savers and picked up all the figurines.
That's very Vinny of him.
That was very Vinny. So shout out to Vinny. Shout out to Megan in the comments.
We actually have another question from Zach. Are PS2 games too old to sell? Not at all.
Certain ones.
I mean, yes, you don't want to go buying every PS2 game you see. Make sure you're scanning them. But there are quite a few titles, and even for systems farther back, original Nintendo, Super Nintendo, a lot of those will sell for good money.
I just sold a PS2 game for $80-something. Shadow, what the heck's it called? Kingdom
Hearts?
I don't know.
It could have been one of the special
edition. It said Shadow
ones.
Though in it. I forget. I'm not a big video. I just know how to scan. I'll tell you right now, like I am very.
Sometimes that's all you need.
Yeah.
I mean,
like with video games, like I don't know any of the best ones, like besides like MLB and NCAA, but I'll scan if it looks unique. I notice like if the cover art looks really unique and different, like you want to scan those. The sporting games, most part, aren't worth much.
No, it's like
the ones,
good tip, really.
Like I'm such a noob that if it looks like if I've never heard the title, those are the ones that usually do well.
Yeah,
but if it's like
it's a good guideline to follow, really. Yeah. I mean,
so you want to show one of the first items? Maybe pick out a random item, and
we'll go with one that I just found the other day.
Cool. 131 people watching. Oh, tell them this. I couldn't believe it. I can't believe you brought this in.
Yeah, luckily it was still in my car. I didn't plan to bring it. But this is a Super Soaker from 2001. I don't know if you can see it or not. There's still a Goodwill sticker on it. $4. And this bad boy will go
$4.
Yeah, $4. This bad boy will go for right now about 40. There you go. $4 Goodwill.
Always get these stickers off as soon as possible.
Yeah, just so you know I'm not lying. There's multiple that say $4.
Oh, that's certainly Goodwill, because over here they'll give you at least 6 or 7 stickers.
Exactly, they really do. So right now we're going into winter. This is still selling for $40. If I wait till summer, I'm guessing it will be closer to 60.
Mr. eBay, let me scan the barcode and tell you the real prices.
Excuse me.
So, okay, this actually, I'll let you keep talking, but I'm going to look this up. This is a what is this?
Super Soaker Max D 5000.
Super Soaker, 2 different words, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Max D. So I see a 2000 coming up, but I don't see any 5000 on. Yeah, there's a couple listings, but the listings aren't selling. Actually, there's one listing right here for, see 59, but my internet's really slow right now. But anyways,
okay, but yeah, for those of you who don't know, I'm sure we've all heard of Super Soaker. They're made by Hasbro, which is one of the biggest toy companies, and they've been around forever, since the 80s. They've been pumping out Super Soakers.
We got a question from Donna Cummings. What barcode scanner do you guys use? I use the Amazon Seller app.
Same one I use.
It's free. If you're more advanced and you're doing higher volumes of books and stuff, then I use Scout IQ. Has a couple more analytics to it, a couple other data points.
I sell tons of toys. That's great.
Awesome.
It's a good thing to be involved with, for sure.
Carla wants to know, Brandon, are you using the eBay app or do you use other apps to source your items? Well, I think what she means is to research and analyze your products before you buy them.
I use multiple. I like to cross-reference eBay, the eBay sold listings, Amazon. A lot of it is just gain knowledge from doing it for so long. But yeah, mostly eBay sold listings are give you a pretty good idea of what you should be selling for or what you'll make on a certain item.
So Lisa wants to know, and Lisa bought the Toy Brand Guide. What do you think about selling vintage toys on the Facebook Marketplace? I know you source. We're going to talk all about this.
Yeah, we're going to get more in depth on that stuff, but I think it's great for bigger items. Stuff that it would cost more to ship.
Higher priced.
Time
is money.
Stuff that you would be worried about possibly getting broken.
Because you're having to meet up with these people. You're not shipping it to them, are you? Or are you doing some type of PayPal transaction?
No, if I'm on Facebook Marketplace with certain items, I'm meeting up face to face with the person, and it's good. It's cash in hand, and they get their item. You don't have to worry about it. I definitely approve.
Let us know if you guys can hear us okay. Somebody said we're having a hard time hearing you. Unfortunately, we're doing the best we can to speak into this. So if you can hear us fine, type a 1. If you want us to speak up, type a 2 in the comments. Spencer wants to know, do you think that Marvel toys will increase in value right now since Stanley is now passed? Or do you think that it will take several years for the value to increase dramatically? I was actually wondering the same thing. I found a Marvel item the other day, actually a bunch of the comics at Savers. I scanned them all. They were worthless.
Yeah. The problem is I was thinking the same thing about 3 days ago. Because I have right now about 2,500 comic books to get rid of.
2,500? Yeah. Holy mackerel.
So right now, no, I do not think they'll go up too fast. The problem with it is they made so many. They mass produced all of that stuff. So the answer to your question, the short answer at least, is no. I think it'll take quite a while, if anything, for that stuff to go up.
Thrift Store Gold is going to be in for a treat. Just hang around, Thrift Store Gold.
Yeah, exactly.
Sorry for cutting you off.
So I saw a guy up higher said, I'm not sure who it was. Let's see. Someone asked where we get our packaging items from.
Like our packaging materials and stuff?
Yeah. Well, I cheat. Luckily for me, my family owns the business, and we're constantly
son of a gun.
We're constantly getting shipments. So I break down the boxes and reuse them and reuse the bubble wrap and everything that we get to our store.
I go to Walmart. I just picked up a bunch of boxes, some 12 by 12 by 12s, with like 70 cents each. Also, eBay. Use your eBay store coupon, whatever that thing is called. But even if I don't have any money left on my eBay, I'll buy the eBay boxes. The little small 8 by 6 by 6s are great.
Exactly. I also, I go to Walmart for just big rolls of bubble wrap if I need it as well.
Primetime Treasure Hunter in the house. Looking forward to tomorrow, Steve. Yeah, I'm actually bringing Primetime Treasure Hunter on the channel. Nice. And I forget what time our show is, but I wrote it down. But anyways, we're going to be in for a really cool show. And he works a full-time job as I'm going to slaughter what he is. It's like a neuropsychologist or something. I don't know. It sounds very, very fancy, Primetime. But he made an additional $40,000 on the side, $20,000 with eBay, 12, I think, through affiliate marketing, and then like some other stuff that he did. But it's going to be a cool awesome show tomorrow. Let's see. Kristen says, Raiken fan here. Smashing every day. Oh, you are smashing that like button, and ain't nobody going to stop you. Justin says, smash that like button, people. I need a guide.
We're getting there. We're getting there.
Justin, didn't you win a contest the other day, or was that somebody else? Brian says, what do you think about getting boxes from USPS? For toys?
It depends on the item.
Do you ever find yourself shipping it in those flat rate? I just sent out a catcher's mitt today in one of those flat rate mailers for $6.
Should be using the flat rate for certain things, but I just never do.
Oh, that's a good question. I see these things all the time, guys. Smash the like button for this question right here from Christy.
Oh, I see.
How much are Atari games worth? Dude, I always see Atari games, especially at garage sales, but I never know what to do with them.
Yeah, unfortunately, you really have to take the time to look them up because there are so many, and most of them are worth $1 to $3 a piece. So they're almost not worth picking up unless someone's giving them to you.
What about on a lot? Like a lot of 30 of them.
Yeah.
You no name ones?
You can do good with a lot. For instance, I picked up, it was an Atari console with like 14 games. I think I paid 15, but I sold it same day for 65 for the lot. So
not bad.
It really, there's a lot of determining factors like the game titles, how big the lot is.
I say we show. What do you guys think? I want you to type a 3 in the comments right now if you want Brandon to show another toy. Why don't you take a look around? Is there anything piquing your interest? I can't wait to show that. That's going to be fun. We got to save these.
There's a lot of cool.
Oh my gosh. If you guys like cereal, you're in for a huge treat.
I'm a big cereal fan myself.
You guys don't even know what he's going to show. I've never seen these things before. It looks like Lisa. Look at all these 3s coming through. Wow, we got a 13 from Donna. Donna's not
She
playing
really
any
wants
games.
to see some toys.
So what do you say? Let's show him
You want to
something.
go old school?
Oh man,
You
let's go old school right now. We're about to go super old school on you guys.
Okay, so right now we're gonna take you guys back to the 50s.
Woo!
This is an Alps bubble blowing monkey. Alps is one of the competing companies with like Marx or Ohio Art Company. They made all the tin toys and wind up toys and stuff like that. What's cool about this is he is in brand new condition still. Here's a little. This is the bubble solution. It's all dried up now, but it's still the original packaging and whatnot. All right.
This is exciting right here. I can't believe this thing is in such good condition for being over 60 years old.
It's ridiculous. So you can see he's still tied right onto the packing cardboard and everything. Down here, it's what they call tin lithograph. It's on when they printed stuff on tin. That's how they did their graphics back in the day. And it makes them really, the colors really pop as long as they're stored correctly, really. They'll stay in that condition. Another way you can tell that it is pretty much unused condition is these battery compartments. That's extremely clean. A lot of the times people would leave the batteries in them.
I don't think there's ever been a set of batteries in there.
No. Except for when I personally tested it, because he does work. His eyes light up.
If it's used, I'll give you $10.
Yeah, exactly. The only thing it didn't have is there's this little bowl that sits in his hand, and that's where he used to put the solution. And when you turn the power on, he would raise the little wand up to his mouth and blow bubbles, and his eyes would light up. So what's
That's
crazy
cool.
is without the little bowl here, he was probably only worth about $75 just because it's incomplete. The way he sits now, I spent $8 on the bowl.
Where'd you get that bowl?
On eBay.
Just somebody was just selling the bowl by itself, randomly.
Yeah, we're gonna get to parts and pieces in a little bit too, but the bowl was $8 to complete this, and now he's worth about $200 just because he's complete. So
wow,
just that $8 changed it from $75 to $200.
So do you find yourself in the position where you'll find a unique item that's almost complete, but it's missing one or two things, and you'll go and complete it?
Oh yeah, I do
all
that
the time.
I do that quite a bit. On this, it's a higher dollar item. It's also an item that'll be in my collection. I'm not going to sell it, but
so you're telling me if somebody right now offered you $350 cash,
I wouldn't,
and $20 in Bitcoin,
no,
you're going to say no to that?
No.
I'm not a collector, so I need to understand the collector mindset.
Where are you ever going to find this again?
eBay.
In this condition.
eBay. Is there anything
without paying ridiculous prices for it?
True.
You're not.
So as a collector, it's just like, it's almost like connected to you in a sense.
Exactly. I love it. Just the artwork on the box, like it's so old school.
That is so
How can
classic.
you not love it?
That's the coolest monkey I've ever seen. That monkey's
incredible.
having a great time. So that's a cool item. We got Christmas Steve with a $4.99 super chat, sending cash money my way. I appreciate that.
Wow.
Thank you so much. Lisa says, hey, by the way, Christmas Steve, I don't know if you have a YouTube channel, but you guys go check them out. Lisa says, how cute is that? I love vintage stuff.
Oh, there's nothing like it. It brings you right back. Cool.
Money says, what is a super chat? Super chat is when you send money to me.
The garbage monster offered me 351.
Oh man, 300. I told you started getting some offers.
Oh, here we go. What about Furby? So my advice to you is the only time I would buy a Furby is if it's really ridiculously colored or patterned. Okay. I would stay away from the solid like brown, gray, white. They have crazy like orange, zebra spotted or zebra striped, cheetah spotted ones. And on top of that, I would only buy them if they're in the original packaging still. Otherwise, I'd pass on Furbies all day. And if you are going to buy them, don't pay more than, for those kinds that are more rare colors and in the packaging, I wouldn't pay more than $10. Cool. But you could get up to upwards of 50 or 60 for the crazier colored ones.
Nice. Awesome. Thanks for sharing. Reseller Rockefeller. Great name. I love selling the little extras for G.I. Joes. I have hundreds of listings for just the guns, knives, and clothing. That stuff sells for good money.
Well, that's a good transition into the next item.
Let's transition into the next item. We got 151 people watching live and only 73 likes. So what does that mean?
Half the people in here aren't enjoying the show.
Oh man. Let's get them to enjoy the show right now. Share the whole story. This is a crazy story. I'm gonna sit back and pretend like I'm in the audience for this one.
Okay, so who was it that said they liked the GI Joes? Reseller Rockefeller. I love GI Joes too. They're actually something I've gotten into more recently. When I was a kid, I was more like Ninja Turtles, Power Rangers, stuff like that. But I've really been learning more about GI Joes recently. So what I like to do to source some of my items is throw out want ads. So I'll go on Facebook tag sale groups, and I made essentially a little poster of all the stuff that I buy and collect and trade and resell. And so I get a message from this woman the other night about an hour after one of these want ads goes up. And she tells me that she has a bag of GI Joe figures, but that they were in her attic for 30 years. And when she took them out, all of the torsos were separated from the legs. And now someone who wasn't educated in GI Joes would think that, okay, they're trash. What are you going to do with them? They're broken. Well, the thing is with GI Joes, they're in little baggies, so I don't know how well you can see them. But so those are all broken into pieces. The only thing holding them together on the inside is a small black rubber band. And what happens when you store them in dry areas is the rubber bands dry out and they fall apart. So that's what happened to this whole bag of, there's 20 GI Joe figures.
That's
and these
a cool one. These are in mint condition.
Yeah. Aside
Holy
from being
mackerel.
in pieces, they're in very good condition. So the thing is, all it takes is, once again, going on eBay or Amazon. There's about 20 figures here, so I would order. They come in like lots of 20, 40, so on and so forth for the bands, and they come with a little screwdriver. There's a very tiny screw in the back. You unscrew it, you throw throw a new band in it, and they're good as new. So I asked the woman before she came and dropped these off for me today. I said, "Oh, what do I owe you? What would you like for these GI Joes?" Her response was, "They're broken. If you can do something with them," and I told her exactly how to fix them. She said, "If you want to take the chance, they're yours." So she dropped them off to me for free at my family's business while I was at work.
You should have her fix them for you and list them for you.
Right?
Now
do all the work.
Can we play out a fun little scenario?
Sure.
So let's say that you had asked the question, "So what do I owe you?" And she said, "Let's play out a little scenario." Well, what do you think's a fair offer?
Instantly, I know it's a decent amount of work there's 20 figures. So you figure you got to go in, take them all apart. You got to order the part. You got to wait for the bands to get here. I realistically would probably not spend more than $30 on the lot.
So if she said $50, what would you say? She goes, "Well, I'm not comfortable going any less than $50.
I'd give it one more chance and I'd offer her 40. I'd go up a little, offer her the 40. And then if she said no, I'd probably still bite on the 50, because not only are they all here, but there's a full bag of all the accessories and guns.
You always got to start low.
Exactly.
With your negotiations, because once you go up, you can't go down.
Exactly. But the good thing is, all said and done, once I get these fixed, I'm looking at 200 plus, because not only are they the GI Joes, but they're the early 1982, 1983.
And they're mint condition. These things, if you guys could see them, like, these things don't even look like. Did you switch out the bags?
Well, yeah.
Okay, because these bags are like so minty fresh. I'm like, holy crap! Like,
but yeah, we can take this guy out. I don't know how well the detail will come through, but like, that's just his upper body.
It's a nice looking torso.
Yeah, I wish, right? But yeah, they have the majority of the accessories are here. They're super clean, as if they were rarely played with, and 200 plus in profits after I fix them up.
That is really, really cool. So I want to know in the comments, have any of you guys or gals ever found these items out in the field? Would like to know if you guys.
And then Justin Spellman said, "What kind of replacement band do you recommend?" Honestly, all you have to do is go on Google and type in GI Joe replacement rubber band. But what they technically are, they're the same rubber bands they use on tattoo guns. So that's something else you could search for, tattoo gun band. And like I said, they sell them in different lots of 20, 100,
Right.
50. Yeah.
So when it comes to these figures, reseller Rockefeller made a good comment. Says it all depends on the age, figure, the specific figure, and the condition.
That's very true.
Of the item. It's just like any product out there, whether you're dealing with clothing, shoes,
right?
It's brand, it's style, it's color, it's age, rarity, so many different things, right? Oh yeah, Matthew's asking Chia Pet. I imagine some of those are worth a couple bucks. I have no idea.
I honestly don't. I always pass by them. I see them on the shelf, and
you know what? I'm going to do a quick little eBay search for Chia Pets.
I'm sure some of the original ones, the older ones, might be worth something.
So what I like to do is I'll go to the sold listings and I'll type in the item, and then what I'll do is I'll put the price, like I'll start the price like maybe 50 or above.
Right.
And take a look. But if you find the Chia Pets new in the wrap, those always do well on Amazon, 15 to 30 bucks all day long.
Oh, really?
There's a couple of them that suck, but like here's a Chia Pet of a cat, 25 bucks. That's on eBay. Oh yeah, Hillary Clinton, Obama, they always do very well.
I'm not surprised by that.
Yeah. But yeah, look on Amazon, especially they do very well. The Chia Pets, if they're brand new, never opened.
Thrift store gold, I'd stay away from sports cards in general.
Unless they're from like the 50s and 60s.
The only time you're gonna get
from
into
the 20s,
money,
like the one year.
Oh yeah. I'd stay away from sports cards because you could literally buy thousands for like $10 and you might make that $10 back because once again, mass produced and not worth it. So I'd say unless they're early 70s or older, and early 70s is even pushing it, I'd avoid them.
What else should we show? And we're going to be periodically answering questions as well, but we're halfway through and we have so many items, so we have to keep moving, guys. So we apologize if we're not able to answer all your questions, but we really want to share these items.
Oh, this little guy.
Ooh, show that.
So if any of you watching are like me, you are or were huge Pokemon fans growing up.
I used to be a huge fan.
Exactly. So 1995, I believe, is when it really started blowing up with the cards and the Game Boy games. And
so I was 8 years old.
Yep. So this is a original Tiger Electronics Pokédex.
Ooh.
So it's battery powered. You can turn it on.
I'll look that up right now on Amazon.
This one, I believe, is from 98 or 99. There you go. A little Pikachu pops up. But it has all the information on different Pokemon. I got this at Savers in their lovely little bags. It was $1.99. And this will sell anywhere from 30 to 40 typically on eBay. And that's dependent on condition. Again, this one is beautiful condition. It's fully functioning. So that's a $30, $40 item.
So it's a Pokemon Tiger Electronics. I know a lot of the Tiger Electronics do very, very well.
Yeah, Tiger's like one of the best names in the little handheld games and stuff like that.
Oh, okay. Oh, you want to know what? I just found it on Amazon collectible, which is used. The lowest one is $94.98 with 113,000 Raiken toys, which means it's selling.
Right. And
wow.
See, I base a lot of my stuff on eBay, but yeah. See, Amazon, you can do even better.
What would you be willing to sell that for right now? You said it's worth like 35. I'll take it for 35 right now.
No.
You just said it was worth 35.
Yeah, but this literally.
Are you here to make a deal or just?
This literally came off my Pokemon collection shelf at my house.
You guys, that's the number one way to not get a deal is to raise your voice and to get worked up over.
It's true.
You ever seen somebody at a garage sale? I'm just obviously joking around trying to put on a show.
Oh yeah.
But have you ever seen people get worked up at a garage sale
multiple
when the price
times?
Is too? That's like. What are your thoughts on that?
Don't do it. Don't do it.
What if they're like, I looked all these up on eBay and they're worth 45?
Honestly, I've told them good luck selling them on eBay and walked away at tag sales, to be honest with you.
You ever seen them with the eBay printout with it taped up on it?
Oh, yeah. A lot of elderly people like to do that if they can figure out how to use the printer.
Wow. Do you know my girl, Texas Gal Treasure, she has a YouTube channel, Margaret. Big shout out to Margaret. She does a lot of jewelry. And she said that Goodwill printed out her picture with her YouTube thumbnail saying jewelry is like worth a lot of money and put it right on the jewelry jar.
Oh my God.
Something along those lines. Like,
oh man. When at a garage sale, is it bad karma to say it's for my kid and act excited when I don't have a kid? Women try to just give me stuff. Hey, if that's part of your that's your game, I'd go for it, to be honest with you.
I know a local bookseller that he didn't know that I knew he was a reseller, but I knew he was a reseller. And my mom said that she was behind him in line, and he like bought like 100 books.
Okay.
And the Goodwill lady says, "Oh wow, look at all these books. What are you doing with all these?" And he goes, "I'm building a bookshelf." But he was a reseller, but because he was too scared to admit the truth. So obviously he's building bookshelves every week at Goodwill.
Yeah, I guess so. He must be a pretty big bookshelf.
So my advice on that is, if you're going to thrift stores and stuff, don't lie, because you're going to be seeing them all the time. At a garage sale, you're probably not going to ever see them again. So if you want to make something up to make yourself feel better, I would do it. But at the end of the day, it's up to you. And
Exactly. So over 50-year-old Hallberg German doll, bisque face, over 3 feet tall. How do I price her? Donna, unfortunately, I do not know much about that department. Dolls aren't really my thing. So I can't really I can't really help you there. I'm sorry.
All right, guys. If you guess what this is, Brandon's going to ship it to you for free.
No, he's not.
You guys.
I love you guys, but
you're not going to believe what's in here. I'm sure they could probably start to slightly see what's in here.
Someone could tell what that is, but get it a little closer to the camera.
Where did you find this thing? Do you even remember?
Yes, actually. About 5 years back, there was this guy who opened up a little shop in Newington called Trader Lou's, and he was like a buy-sell trade.
Wait, I heard of that place before.
He didn't last long. He was a gambler, and
oh man,
yeah. So I randomly went in there one day to check out what he had. It was all sorts of toys and collectibles. He had that on the shelf.
What'd you pay for it?
$40.
Fantastic deal. I wonder if this has gone up in value since then.
Yes, it has. I can tell you that.
Do you have any stripper music that you could put on? Because I'm going to slowly.
Yep. Someone said, a bunch of people said Ninja Turtles. Yes, you are correct. But it's not just a turtle.
It's way more than a turtle.
It's an original Donatello on an unpunched card, which means it has this little thing to put the hang.
Wait, that's actually more valuable if that's not punched?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Why did they not? Don't they? Obviously at the place they put it.
I have no idea why.
Wow. So do you look for that? You look to make sure it's unpunched, or it's just, it's just
no,
a nice
it's just
little
a bonus.
Dude, $349 was the original price. What year do you think this was?
Probably
1988. Yeah.
88.
Wow.
There's the original price tag. What I mean by unpunched is where they usually put the hook on at the retail store to hang it up. That's unpunched. So that's one of the original 4 turtles. It's Playmates, 1988.
Who's the most profitable turtle?
My favorite's Michelangelo.
Who sells for the most money on a consistent basis?
I'm not sure. It depends. They made so many. It depends on the line, really.
Okay. Cool. Wow.
So yeah, I paid $40 for this 5 years ago. It's what we looked it up recently. It was $120, $115.
Yeah, let me give this a quick little scan with the Amazon seller app. So
no, this is not a reproduction. This is the original. There's
one at $114. I would go super high on this thing. Let's wrap this.
Once again, it's not going anywhere. So
would you take $115 for it right now?
No.
Cash?
No. He's gonna try to get every item.
Bro, I'll give you a free copy of Killer Toy Brands.
Give me your little Roomba. My wife wants one.
Wow.
Someone said I potty trained my kids with TMNT rewards. That would get me to use the potty, I'll tell you that.
Wow.
And what about Pokemon Gold cards? So you're talking about the cards they gave away at Burger King. I believe they were $5, and they came in a big plastic Pokeball. And unfortunately, they're not worth much of anything. I have them in my collection. Oh, he took the bonus Christmas item.
Oh, was this the bonus one?
That's okay.
Crap, I didn't know it was the bonus one.
So the holidays are coming, and who can tell me what Christmas movie this Turbo Man is from?
Do you feel like most people are going to know this, or is this a little more challenging?
There'll be some people I would think who would know it.
Because I have no idea. I'll be
Really?
honest with you. I'm horrible with any type of action figures, toys. I don't know anything.
Is it possible to find a wife? Hey, Philip Flowers, very good. Arnold Schwarzenegger, Jingle All the Way. That is correct. So the premise of the movie is Arnold Schwarzenegger. He's one of those dads who never spends time with his kid. He's always too busy with work. This is the only thing his kid wants for Christmas. He tells his wife he's going to go pick one up. It's kind of like the crazy hot toy of the year.
Yeah.
Everyone's pushing each other. And so he was supposed to pick one up. He never does. He forgets because he's too busy with work. So the wife asks him on Christmas Eve, where's the doll? He has no clue. So the rest of the movie is him on a mad dash trying to find this Turbo Man doll for his kid for Christmas. A good friend of mine, Tanner, gifted this to me.
Wow.
And in this condition, the box is a little beat up, but still new in box, $200 all day. If the box was undamaged, you're talking $300 easy.
Do you think you'll ever find one of these out in a thrift store? Like used condition outside of the box?
In all my years of collecting and buying and selling, I've never seen another one.
Let us know in the comments, has anybody ever found one of these out in the field? We've got 177 people from all over the country, even international. So let us know if you've ever found one of these.
It is a great movie. It is a great movie.
Cool.
People are saying in the comments, great movie. It's Turbo Time, favorite Christmas movie.
We got the Savvy Seagull in the house. What's up?
And look how close we're getting over here. 93.
Wow.
We're gonna
tell them what happens when we hit 100. I'll put this.
When we hit 100 likes, we are going to be giving away one of Steve's lovely toy brand profits guides, which helps you decide whether items are worth it or not when you're sourcing. Essentially,
you want to show these?
Yeah, those are nice. We'll show you.
Over to you. All right, here we go. These are cool. These are heavy. These are strong, well-built items right here.
Bought those for my kids along with TMNT. I was such a good mom. That's awesome, Donna. Yeah, I think you were a good mom if you're buying all that cool stuff for your kids. Oh, looks like we're giving away a guide, my friend.
Oh, we are giving away a guide probably in about 10 or 12 minutes. We got to get moving, man, because we have to blast through these toys. We're running. We're like 3.
Okay, we'll speed it up a little bit.
Let's smash some of these items.
So this was another find thanks to my want ads, which I love.
Ooh, this is crazy. You guys aren't going to believe it. This is crazy right here.
So a lot of the time, I'm sure if you guys are resellers or collectors, you know, it's awkward when the person selling the item asks what you should be paying for. I hate it. I hate when they ask.
I know.
I hate when they ask me. You have the item. I like when they give me a starting point at least. But anyways, the lady reaches out to me. She says, my husband has a train from when he was a kid. Wow. The story goes they are moving from Connecticut to upstate New York. This thing has been in a box literally, 40, 50 years almost. So he was finally ready to part with it. So what it is there are a couple big name train sets or train makers. Lionel is one of them. And this is another one, American Flyer. Now these trains, they're super heavy. This is all mostly metal, little plastic.
Wow, that thing's like 5 pounds.
Yeah. I won't unwrap them all. This one here and this one, they're the same. And then there's one middle car, but this full set is what I bought from her.
What's a full set? 12 or something?
Yeah, there's a caboose, there's little cars that you can put logs on, there's a fuel car, and then there's like a big transformer that you connect to the track so it'll move. A bunch of track accessories, all that. So I meet her at a Target parking lot. We hadn't discussed price yet.
Oh, do you put yourself in a position a lot where you'll go and look at something without discussing price?
Not often.
Because I don't like doing that.
Not
whatsoever.
Often. This lady was close, so I wasn't really worried.
And you knew it was really valuable.
Exactly.
There was room.
Exactly. So I get there. It's 3 cardboard boxes with all these trains. I look through them. I said, so what are you looking for?
Do you know right off the bat what this thing's worth?
I had an idea of what these 3 main cars were worth.
Got it.
The rest I had not looked up.
Got it.
So she says, we'd like 100. I told her, sounds good to me. I didn't even haggle or anything because just these 3 chains sitting in front of us right here, these 3 cars will sell for anywhere from 450 to 600. The whole set
beats me.
Yeah, exactly. The whole set of what, 10, 12 cars plus the accessories, 1,500 plus.
Wow.
On $100 investment.
What do you guys think about that? And that was all from
I didn't offer
ad.
Yes, this is from a want ad that I put in a Facebook group. I didn't barter with her or try to get a lower price. She made the price. I gave her the money, and that was it. It's not me trying to scam a expensive item out of someone, but
Nathan says I really need those for my collection. $1,500, Nathan.
These are something that will be sold, honestly.
So if I offered you $1,200 cash right now,
I'd give you the set.
Really?
Yeah.
Anyone down to buy it for $1,500?
Yeah.
I'll wholesale it.
I need that train to sell.
Hey, what up, Dropship Tyler? Tyler actually was on my YouTube channel the other day. He actually has done over the last 2 years.
I watched the video. Yep.
5 million in sales.
Incredible.
For eBay and Amazon. He's done, I think, over 2.
That's amazing.
Great guy. And his brother is actually he had won the 2010 World Series of Poker, I believe.
Holy cow.
I think quote me. Hopefully I'm not slaughtering that quote right there, but I know he brought home like a $1.2 million purse. His brother. I was like, holy crap, that's insane. So now I know where he gets his smarts from.
I guess so.
Or maybe his brother gets his smarts from him. Cool. Man, when should we show the people the cereal stuff?
I can go into it. I mean,
oh man,
we've only got what, 1, 2.
Because we got to show them that. They're gonna freak out
last.
about that.
Let's do
this
Freddy.
guy. Let's get this guy over here. Wait, before give a disclaimer because I don't want anybody having nightmares because something could happen. Something really serious could happen, guys.
Something could happen. This bad boy, literal bad boy. Sorry for the glare. I'm trying to get it at an angle where you can see him. So this is an old Freddy Krueger Nightmare on Elm Street pull string doll. So I'm not sure. You probably won't be able to hear him. We'll put him near the mic, see if we can get him. I'm not sure that's going to come through. It's super. He says like
it still works.
Hi, he says like 5 different phrases. What's kind of cool about this is, I don't know, up in this corner, you can see it's made by Matchbox.
Oh my God. I freaked out when I saw that.
A lot of people don't know, apparently Steve included, that Matchbox
That's not a car.
Yeah, exactly. Matchbox made other things and they got licenses for things that weren't vehicles. So he is a pretty cool piece. I want to say I paid about $15 for him, and right now he'll sell for about 50.
Want ad?
No, I believe yard sale.
Oh, nice.
He'll sell for about 50 now. If I wait for Halloween that season.
Oh yeah,
75 to 100 all day.
Wow, cool. Brian's asking, what about the toys in the McDonald's Happy Meal?
Ugh. Don't get me started on those. They're okay. So once again, super mass produced. If you want ones that are of value, they're vintage, and it's best to sell the whole set. I know there were some mentioned in your toy brand guide, I believe. The old ones from the 80s that are like little Transformers.
Yep.
That are like, it'll look like a cheeseburger or fries, and then it transforms into a little robot. Those ones are good. The little chicken nuggets that have different costumes, those ones are good. But they're all the vintage ones, and you're better off with the whole set.
Hey, I got a question. I was just thinking about it. What's that movie with Chucky, the killer, the little doll?
Chucky. Child's Play.
Yeah, are those worth anything? Any of those? Are there a bunch of toys made? There's got to be.
Yeah. Oh yeah. It's cult following, just like
is that stuff
just like Freddy. Specific prices, I don't know.
I didn't know if it was mass produced or whatnot.
Some of it was.
Yeah,
but I'm sure they have like a pull string doll like that is probably around the same value. But specifically, I'm not too positive.
Cool. Real quick, we'll talk about these.
Okay.
I'm sure people know about them, but this is really cool because it's a neon color.
Yeah. So Nintendo GameCube controller, Nintendo 64 controller. Anytime you can pick either of these up for a couple bucks, do it. The GameCube controller, this one specifically,
my charger, I'll be right back.
And make sure they are the original Nintendo OEM controllers. You don't want the aftermarket ones. This one I just bought for $2 at Goodwill, 2 days ago. It'll sell fairly instantly for about $24, $25. And then the N64 ones, similar in price, except these random colors. This is can't really tell on the camera. It's a little more dull, but it's a lime green Funtastic version is what they called them. This one is easily $35. I believe I paid $5.
Don't mind me. I forgot to plug in my charger, and we're on 15%. So let's get this charged up.
McDonald's Pokemon ball with gold card inside and Inspector Gadget. Those I know the Pokemon balls are Burger King, and I believe Inspector Gadget was too. The Pokemon balls with the gold card inside, I went over those briefly. Not worth too much. The only way you're gonna get maybe $10, $15 is if they're unopened in the box, brand new. McDonald's bears. If we're talking about the Beanie Baby bears, the mini beanies, still not too valuable. I honestly, if I ever have any, I'll never purposely buy them, but if I buy a lot that happens to have a few in it, I'll sell them for like $1 or $2 at the tag sale.
What in the world?
So who knows about
these things are worthless.
Who knows about these worthless pieces of plastic?
A lot of people pass on Funko, and there's a lot of ones that aren't worth much money, right?
That's very true. There's a whole lot of commons they pump out that aren't worth a thing.
So the question really is, do you like cereal?
I love cereal. Out of these three, my favorite is Lucky Charms, followed by the Cocoa Puffs, and not really a fan of the Tricks. I don't do the fruity.
Did you guys know that these existed? I've never seen any of these ever in existence before. Right when I saw them, I thought they were super cool because I'd never seen them before.
Yeah, they are a gold mine.
Justin knows all about it.
I love Funko Pops. Specifically, these three. Every Wednesday, Funko will open up what they call their pop-up shop. You can see in the corner here, they have the limited edition Funko sticker, which signifies that they came from their online store. So Funko has a normal shop that's open all the time with common products and stuff like that. And then Wednesdays, they'll open it. It's a whole separate website. It's called the Funko Pop-Up Shop. And they will have limited items, exclusive items. Some of them will be, you'll have a sticker. It'll say limited to 5,000 pieces. Those ones are very sought after. These three, they sold as a 3-pack. They all came together for $45.
What a deal.
Incredible
what a deal.
These came out over the summer, I want to say. And you looked it up. How much did you, the Tricks Rabbit? Remember? Do you remember?
I can't give you a definitive answer because on Amazon, sometimes the prices are skewed a little because the ranks are so high. Like some of these items are going to do much better on Amazon, but I'm gonna look one of these up really quick. The Tricks one. Let's just see what it's worth. I never looked it up on eBay. There's only one for sale for $153. Let's see if any actually sold.
I can tell you.
Holy crap. Wow. Are you serious? Dude, there's a 3-set that sold for $350.
Yeah, I was going to say.
What?
I was going to say, I can tell you definitely that they'll all sell for at least 100 a piece. And I bought the set for 45.
That's never going to work. But if you look it up, if you look up Funko Pop Tricks, there's actually a 3-set that sold for $350. It might have been a best offer, but were you limited? Could you have bought like 10 sets if you wanted to?
Nope. The exclusive, they limit to one a person, and they're super hard to get. These sold out in 2 minutes.
What?
Yeah.
So you were there like in line. Or this was online.
This was online.
Oh, online.
And it stinks because you have to compete with bots. It's the same people who resell sneakers at releases. So once in a while you'll get lucky, as I did, and I have multiple times. But more often than not, you're gonna get frustrated and miss out. But it's worth it to keep trying. I have over 300 pops, and it's crazy.
We got Seymour in the comments saying, bought your toy guide, went to a family thrift and purchased a 98-cent toy and sold it for $49 the next day. I listed it. It took a while to clean it, but it was well worth it. You need to cover cleaning too. So
that is awesome.
Yeah. So if Vinny's in the house, who knows? Maybe you and Vinny could collaborate on something for a cleaning guide, because that's interesting. I actually created a a cleaning guide for shoes with my business partner Tino, and people loved that.
That's not a bad idea.
That's crazy. So right now, if you guys are interested, the toy brand guide is in the comments. In the description. It's $19.95, which is literally dirt cheap because you can find one item and pay for itself. So
we have Charlie Bishop. The older SDCC exclusives go for insane prices. They do. I was actually, before we started, I was telling Steve I used to have a gold Loki who came from the 2013 San Diego Comic-Con, and now he sells for, of course, I sold it back when it was up to $200, and now he sells for $1,300 to $1,500 just for one little piece of plastic that cost $15-20 originally.
So remember that little party I had at my house? Angie came to the party. She's in the comments saying, "Steve, why are you being so loud?"
That's funny too, because we were yelling at each other before.
I'm not being loud, Angie. All right.
Oh my goodness.
I might have had a coffee before this show.
We both did. Valerie, I live close to Funko headquarters. I score great pops all the time. That is awesome, Valerie, and I'm very jealous because, for instance, these no, it's all good. These Funko exclusives, they'll put a certain amount of them online, and the rest go into their retail headquarters, which is in Washington State.
If you lived in Washington State, you'd be freaking out.
Exactly. I'd be there every morning lined up outside. Let me know if I can get a specific pop for you. I will be taking you up on that because I've missed out on multiple. So please reach out.
Yeah, we have 194 people watching. I apologize, Brandon. I forgot to mention it, but everyone's still here. Check him out on his YouTube channel and Instagram. I know you haven't posted much on YouTube, but you're pretty active on Instagram. So links are in the description to go follow Brandon, his journey, ask him a question, send him a pop.
Yeah, Instagram's my favorite. I post all my finds, and right now I actually have a contest going on, or it's not even a contest, it's a giveaway.
Yeah.
I'm doing a little Stranger Things prize pack. There's a Stranger Things sweatshirt, a metal lunchbox, and a Stranger Things Funko Pop. So go check me out, follow me on Instagram, and enter to win the free goods.
Yeah, and if you go to my Instagram as well, I actually reposted his giveaway on mine as well, so you could find his handle, his Instagram handle over there as well. So
thank you, Angie. Angie says happy birthday.
Angie's awesome. We got to get together again, Angie. But you want to show this last item, and then we'll actually want to know what? How about I give away the guide, and then
let's do that.
Yeah.
We'll end it with the big banger.
Oh, you got to show that real quick too.
I forgot about these. I put them on the side.
Those are cool.
Okay, so we talked a little bit about Matchbox. This bad boy is a Matchbox Coca-Cola delivery truck from the 60s. So
this is so well made.
Matchbox this old are incredible because they made them. They're all metal. This is brand new in box. It's never been played with. They don't make anything like this anymore. This little guy, because it has the box, it's about a $40 car.
It's crazy.
I bought them in a huge lot of a couple hundred of them.
Really? Where'd you get that lot from?
It was a lady in Bristol cleaning out her father.
What'd you pay for the lot?
I want to say I paid $500 for that lot, but it was like at least $3,000 worth of cars.
Incredible.
Yeah.
Super cool. So those are nice. Those are from what, the 50s
these
you
are,
said?
No, these ones are 70s.
70s.
So anytime you find old Matchbox, one way to tell that they're vintage is these cardboard boxes. I'm sure you've all seen more recent ones. They're just on a card in a plastic bubble. So these ones usually hold their value pretty well. Like I said, these are brand new in box again. This is a little camper from the 70s. If you can pick it up for a couple bucks, you get an easy $25-30 off of it.
Interesting. The Garbage Monster has a comment.
That must have been a good time. Andy, what does that mean? He paid you again?
I think so. Yeah, I got $1.99. Thanks to Garbage Monster. I appreciate that. Your name is awesome. Seymour says, your toy guide opened my eyes to toys. I always overlooked the nasty toys, and now I go there first. Toys are super cheap, so the profit margins are large. Big cheddar.
Exactly.
It's crazy.
I love toys.
I passed them up my whole life too until I met, I've known Vinny forever, but until I started seeing his eBay numbers, I was like, holy crap. I thought he was, I'm not even kidding. We talked about it on a live show. I thought Vinny was crazy. I'm like, what is he doing wasting all his money on this junk? And then he showed me his sold listings. I was like, wow, can't believe it.
Yeah. It's insane, man. I meant to get into it when I was going over the GI Joes, but even if you come across lots like at Goodwill, you know how I found those the GI Joe vehicles, and then I went in the next day and there was a small cardboard box for $3, and all it was GI Joe accessories.
Wow.
The guns, the weapons, their little dogs. And I know someone mentioned they have a bunch of listings of just the accessories. You can make a killing on stuff like that, and you pay pennies for it because people, hardcore collectors, want to finish. They have a figure, they want to finish it off. They'll pay $6 for a little plastic gun just to make the figure complete, and they cost nothing to ship. It's like the cost of a stamp. It's crazy.
Cool. So I think it's time to give away that guide right now. So what I want you guys to do, and I'm gonna have Brandon help me out here, is I want you to share in the comments. This is how you enter. By sharing your favorite item that you learned about that Brandon showcased today. Okay.
I like it.
So there's a lot of items that we shared with you, a lot of profitable items. Some were rare, some are a little easier to find. But what was your favorite item that Brandon showed you? Type that into the comments. And within about a minute, we're going to go through and just randomly pick a winner. But yeah, that's it. So why don't you share your favorite item? And I have a feeling these comments are going to start going wild.
I knew that was going to be a favorite. Turbo Man, Matchbox, Freddy
was cool.
G.I. Joe.
Della, man, that was a cool one. Seeing a lot of people come out of the woodworks that weren't commenting before. Got a lot of lurkers in the shadows.
They like the free stuff, man. Funko Pop Tricks Rabbit. All right.
Faster, Quicker. That's a cool name. What would you say, Brandon, is your favorite one that you showed? What means the most to you?
The Ninja Turtle stuff.
Yeah.
It's always been my favorite. If one day I could literally do a whole live show on Ninja Turtles. I have Ninja Turtle sleeping bags, bed sheets.
Are those worth good money?
Oh, yeah.
The bed sheets I saw on the sold listings are worth great money.
Yeah. Bed sheets, pillowcases.
Do you go through the linens at Savers looking? Do you ever find anything?
That's where I got them. Yeah.
That's a secret little.
It is actually. If you can ever find unstained sheet sets and pillowcase sets of like anything nostalgic, but it has to be original, not the reprint Ninja Turtles.
Do they have adult size sheets, or is it all just kids?
They do have adult size sheets, but a lot of the cartoon themed stuff is kids.
Okay, cool. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to be scrolling up and down, and I need you to tell me when to stop, and then whoever's closest, I'm going to pick as a winner. So why don't you just look? Don't be cheating. 5. Tell me when to stop. Just tell me when to stop. I'm scrolling. I'm going quick. I'm going
stop.
Fast. Boom. Anna's Cottage. What a great name. Anna's from England.
She's the one from England. That's
we
right.
have got England in the cottage.
That is awesome. The international viewers.
Now, the one question I have for Anna. This is a little bit personal. I don't know if I should ask. Should I ask it?
Do it.
Really?
Yeah.
Anna, do you own a cottage? Well, I'm looking that way. I forget the camera's this way. Anna, do you own a cottage or not? I just need to know. If you own a cottage, type a 1 in the comments. But anyways, congratulations. What I need you to do, Anna, is send me an email at raikenprofit@gmail.com. Take a screenshot from inside your account so I know it's you, and I'll hook you up with that toy guide. And I do want to say, when we launched the toy guide, we also created a bonus ebook as well. It was like a little 10. Did I send that to you?
No.
I don't think I sent it to you, but it was a little cheat sheet with 10 additional items.
Oh, cool.
That are really, really, they're not necessarily rare in terms of like you won't be able to find them, but like most people don't know about these. I'm going to show this after. But
cool.
We stopped giving it away after like the first day or so because it was like a little incentive to get people to buy it and take action. Well, right now, as a one-time offer for the next 24 hours, if you do get the Toy Brand Guide, I'm going to throw that in as well.
Check it out.
You haven't even seen the cheat sheet yet, but for everyone who purchased it, there's 10 items in there that most people don't know about. And Vinny, who is actually the creator of the guide, I just helped publish it and market it. He was very reluctant to share these items. Crap, one of the brands had like a 10 in it. What was it called? Something 10?
10.
Yeah. Oh, I want to pull this up so bad. It
was a brand, or
something 10. I forgot what it was called, but it was a really rare.
Could be a secret to me too.
Trust me, these are really cool items that you don't want to miss out. So for the next 24 hours, if you do get the guide, RaikenProfit.com/toys, or I think the link is in the description. We're going to throw that in as well for free to help you out. But Brandon, man, appreciate you coming on, brother.
Yeah, no problem.
I feel like we just tickled the surface of like your knowledge.
We do have the one big item left. You want to do it quick?
Oh, yeah. Quick. Oh, we have to show that 100%.
Okay.
You guys are going to be blown away by what some of these accessories sell for.
For those of you that enjoyed the Ninja Turtles, this is from the same era when I was a kid.
Yep. There it is. It's called Ben 10.
Oh, Ben 10. Yeah. Okay.
What do you think about Ben 10?
I honestly don't know much about it. I know it was
exactly
a show on Nickelodeon. That's all I know.
He doesn't even know much about it. I'm telling you, these 10 items are really cool.
So this beauty, you'll be able to tell what it is from that symbol right there on the sign. Anyone know what this is?
What are we working with here? We have 193 people in the house.
You'll know what movie it's from.
Of course.
Come on.
Matthew's
feeling good right now.
I'm so pumped up right now. I get so excited over these shows.
Hey, look at that.
Super chat from Jeremy Malo. What's up, my man? 1980s complete board games are Fireball Fireball Island. Yeah, that's a crazy game.
Angie said she knew it was Ghostbusters.
Angie, get your butt over here.
Okay, so this is the original 1986 Kenner. Kenner's the company that made it.
Kenner, I've never heard of that.
Yep, they did a lot. They did the original Star Wars action figures. Steve's just breaking things. So this is the firehouse that was the headquarters in Ghostbusters. And what's cool about this is I was telling Steve that I found one of these a couple months back at Goodwill.
You were just walking by.
I was walking by. It was in the furniture section at Goodwill on the floor. $4.
$4 for this.
$4. Not this specific one. This was the one I've had. That's like my original.
Oh, so you have the same. Yeah.
But what's cool about that is, you can see that it's fairly large. And if you wanted to resell it, it could be a pain. It could be pain shipping wise.
I'm trying to figure out if this comes off.
It should, but but what's cool is, so say you found this for $4, 20, even up to like 20, I'd still buy it in a heartbeat. But you're worried about shipping because it's large. You don't want it to break. It can get really clunky trying to ship. So stuff like this is like a fireman pole. It just goes in the side here, hangs out right there. So you can take that out and list that separately. The last, I think,
I'm gonna look that up right now.
The last 3, I believe, I saw in the sold listings, $59.95, just for this piece.
So what? Just Ghostbuster fireman pole? I look up.
Yep. And then you have the front doors. The front doors, you snap those off. Those are another $40 to $50.
Wow.
Just for the front doors. This little Ghostbusters sign, it pops out.
Door brand profits.
Yeah, exactly. The sign, that's $20.
$20 for this sign.
Little piece of plastic, throw it in a padded envelope.
Give you $1 for it right now.
And this little thing also came with it. This is a containment unit, catches the little ghosts or whatnot. Cool. That's another $25, $30.
Wow.
And then after all that is said and done,
you still got this big unit.
You still have the headquarters itself. And that's something you can throw on Facebook Marketplace for $50, $60.
That's cool. I would have never known.
Yep.
And it's like people are willing to pay up for these doors and stuff because they want to complete their set. Where else are you going to get it? You can't go to Toys R Us and buy a door.
Even when it first came out, you couldn't do that. You
wow.
know what I'm saying?
That's really cool. That's awesome.
Toy. Who would have thought? That's crazy. You can find out a toy like that, but not surprising. Yeah, it is crazy. What's crazy is how much people will spend on the parts. Learning so much, have to get your guide. Please do. It is an awesome resource for sure.
Cool. So the Colorado kid says, I love eBay and reselling, so much fun. Never knew where you could find and sell. It's addicting and I'm hooked. Once you get a taste, I remember the first time I got a taste of it all. I was watching the Bonafide Hustlers YouTube videos. Do you watch Bonafide?
I do. Yep.
I remember I found him like 6 years ago. He had 200 subscribers.
That's wild.
Yeah.
What is he up to now?
Like 30,000 or something.
Crazy.
Yeah, it's nuts. But like 5 or 6 years ago, were you watching YouTube back then?
Yeah.
There was like no reselling community.
No,
it didn't exist. There was
Steve created the reselling community. I'm just kidding.
There was actually there were a couple. I wasn't a pioneer. There were people who had pioneered.
Close,
though. I was within a year or two.
You're close.
But it's crazy now. Like You go on YouTube and you can learn how to like build a business. It's unbelievable. Like a real business. It's not like back in the day where it's like, oh, you go online and make money. It's all a scam. Like this is real. Like people are doing it. Toys, clothing, shoes. Like just pick your poison. You don't have to do toys.
I do toys because I'm passionate about it. And at least if one day, God forbid, eBay's no more, Amazon's no more, something happens, I'll at least have a bunch of stuff that I love. My wife might not like it too much.
But stuff like this, it's like, it's only getting harder and harder to find.
Exactly.
And the toys that are made nowadays, no offense from China, and all the plastic crap, it just sucks. It breaks. It's just like you ever see the toys that the kids play with now? They're like horrible.
I work with kids, and the stuff that they bring in is ridiculous. And then I get to listen to them cry when it breaks.
Cool. So, any final words, any final pieces of advice you would give to people before we close off the show?
Honestly, just do what you love, man, and buy the toy guide. No, but seriously.
He was not paid to say that, I promise you.
No, I'm not pressured into that at all.
But I will give you the cheat sheet.
I
owe that to you. Oh, man, Vinny, don't be mad at me. Luxury card store, Raiken Profit is who taught me how to thrift. That's awesome. Charlie says, been selling toys online and at toy shows for a long time. Colorado Kid just subbed to the Bonafide Hustler. Also said, I love vintage electronics and toys and other cool stuff.
Lisa, you're very welcome.
You're welcome. So if you guys enjoyed this video, do me a big favor, guys. We got 175 of you here still. Smash that like button. Also, be sure to check out Brandon, Instagram, Retro Junk 1987. It's down below. You could also go to my Instagram, and I shouted him out recently, and his YouTube as well. Links are all down below, I believe. Somewhere down there, I put them in before the show. So thank you guys so much. We're going to have more videos. I don't know if you'd be interested in doing some more videos down the road, but this was a lot of fun.
I would love to, especially when I get comments like, this is definitely one of your top shows. Awesome having Brandon on.
That's awesome.
No, we'll definitely get more in depth. We'll bring some new items over.
How did this show even come about? Did we just like kind of connect?
I think I saw you at Savers, of course, and I was just like, you guys have the guide coming out.
Yeah.
We should do a little more on toys. So we'll get Vinny over here.
Yeah, for sure.
Toys too.
If any of you guys are toy experts or you have experience selling toys, I would love to chat with you as well. This channel is dedicated to, I'm always looking over here, but the camera's here. This channel is dedicated to teaching you guys how to build income streams. I only know so much, right? I have my expertise, but in terms of like the whole pie, I only know a tiny little slice. So I like to network with other people like Brandon, Vinny, people who know Amazon, different things to bring value to you guys. So feel free to reach out to me if you are an expert in a field, and I would love to chat with you. I'm easily accessible, Instagram, Facebook. So yeah, appreciate you, brother. Man, that was super awesome, super awesome learning experience, man. Like it's crazy.
I love it.
So thanks everybody. I appreciate you all, and I will see you in the next video. Go follow this guy. Links down below.